In this video, we're going to be doing another sky replacement. So let's get started. This is a similar process to what we've done before. So, of course, if you watch those, then by all means, feel free to skip this. That's one reason why I do shorter videos and allowing you to skip some of these things if you're not interested in seeing them. If you've seen them already, but I do want to go through the entire process because you never know when things might come up. Something might happen, and I got to go through the process of editing them all anyway. So if you want to join me, you're more than welcome to, or if you want to skip this video, you're also more than welcome to do that too, and I'll catch you in the next one. The next one, actually, very similar. So you can kind of see some of the this is just the way it was shot, but you can see kind of the big blue sky and kind of how that was. So some of the effect that we're doing here to get the sky, but also to kind of blow it out a little bit and have it be a little more like that. So and we'll do that with this and what we've done in the previous ones as well. You can kind of see the look we're going for there. So let's select subject, get our selection there, mask it out. This is our subject mask. And we'll want our wire mask, just in case. We've used it before. Select, I want this. There we go. And we can go ahead and clean this up real quick. Just a super fast fix. Let me switch from my lasso to the polygonal. Since those are straight lines, we'll just be a little bit faster to get rid of that, and then we can just paint this just a little bit. Paint her out there. Again, for the purpose of this mask, it doesn't have to be perfect, obviously, but just to get rid of some of it. And we'll switch shift focus so that when we do get it, it'll blur a little bit, it'll blend in a little bit. So just paint this out just real quick. Yeah, something like that. We can kind of see where she's at. Okay. All right. So with that, let's take our sky here. And I want to take some of this out over on this side. Again, just very similar to what we've done in the other ones. Actually, the exact same process, just a slightly different picture. So just clean this up here, get rid of some of that sky that's on there. We do want a little bit. I mean, we're for the relighting purposes, right? All right. Now let's get our blur in here. Actually, let me look at this. What is this area going on right here? That is super blown out. We're gonna want to let's do this, what we've done before, but let's paint just a little bit of hair in here just so it's not quite as blown out. Just so it doesn't look quite as strange. There we go. A little bit of hair, these are just some strays and flyaways, and that's okay. You know, on second thought, let's not do that. This is why I like to work on extra layers. Let's actually just hide it. Nobody knows it's going to be there, and so we don't need to add those flyaways. So let's just hide that. I wonder if this would work, since this is pretty much a solid line at this size that we're at, or at the scale we're going to be at. If we just essentially paint this, then you'd never know. I mean, you'll know because you're seeing me do this. But 99.9% of the people that see this image will never know, because they're going to see it at this size like this, and they're never going to know that that used to be there like that. Okay. Actually, they'll probably even see it smaller, see it on their phones, being, since this is primarily going to go to Instagram. All right. So let's take this group now. This is going to be where we come in and sky with no mask, and do our blur. Add the wire. This is our wire mask, just so we know what that's called. And just let it be a little bit brighter. Again, similar to like this, right? So super, super blown out, super bright. But not completely blown out, but really bright. Let's also, since we did this in the other one, I guess we got to do it on this one too. Add the sky down below, down here. Oops. Down here. So this is, again, just going to be really subtle, but just adding in a little bit of semblance of there's sky back here. It's not just the building, but we'll have a little bit of the sky. Actually, I'm going to replace with this. Create that mask there. And then, oh, we did the wires up there. We didn't do the wire. That's right. We didn't do, that's why it's not doing that, because we masked all that out. All right. Well, I guess we're not going to do that. We're not going to use that mask, at least. What we'll want to do then is to select those, and then Control-Shift-I to invert, and just paint this in really quickly. Oh, we're not on the right layer. There we go, on this one. Just adding it in just a little bit in the background there. And then we can do that same sort of thing we've done before to pretend like there's the shape of the building that's there. It's a little harsh right now, the actual sky. It's a little too dark for me, but because the rest of it's a little more blown out, but we'll go ahead and adjust that easily with opacity. So, all right, there we go. Look at that. You see that? You a little bit there. And let me actually, I'm going to adjust this, just the shape of this building just a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, so pretty good there. Except, what do we have in here that's causing that? Do we adjust this? No. That line there, is that, oh, do we, let's see. It looks like it's mostly this right here. Oh. Well, let's just, we'll just blend it. We'll just blend it in just a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's just a quick fix. All right, so I think that one's good to go. So we will go ahead, save this, and we'll move on to the next image to edit. And hopefully some of these, so some of these are not going to require sky replacements. So we can get to moving them, editing them a little bit faster, move a little bit faster. But I'll see you in the next video where we will start editing this picture.